So, week 7 is officially over, and it's time to take a look at how NeuralBite is doing. Let's start with our analytics. Overall, I've got 32,000 engaged views, a total of 61.024 regular views. I don't think that's too bad for only 7 weeks. Got almost 100 or 380 hours of watch time. Something new that I've been able to start opening up, I guess, since I've been almost 2 months now on YouTube, is I'm starting to get some of the analytics to show up for returning viewers. There's a couple more metrics in here for like casual and regular viewers, but they really don't function yet for me. I just hadn't been on YouTube long enough for those to work properly. But my stayed to watch is 54.9%. So a little over half of the people who click on my videos will stay for over 30 seconds, is what that means. Unique viewers, 28,000. And then average views per viewer. So this is 1.1. That means, I guess, that almost everyone has watched my video. It sounds like what's happening is I have a lot of shorts, and so sometimes they replay over and over automatically, and so it's kind of getting some of those numbers because it doesn't make sense that people would watch the same video over and over, but it unless it's a short where it autoplays. So I'm thinking that's what's happening, and that is since most of my videos are shorts and filled with other long form videos. So that's what I'm seeing there. Average duration, 40 seconds, and then average percentage viewed is 31.9% of my video. So this is some negatives that I have right here that I'm going to try to work on. I'm going to try to see if I can up those numbers and hopefully figure out what's going on in my videos on why those numbers are lower than they should be. So I'm going to start looking into what I can do to increase those numbers. If I scroll over, you can see that 143 subscribers is where I still sit. I don't remember where I was last time. I need to go back and look at that, see what exactly how many subscribers I was at 6 weeks. Maybe that's what I need to start working on in my next videos, kind of give a better comparison of where I was to where I am now, so that you guys can see exactly the increase and the change that I get in that short 7-day period. Impressions, 44,000, and click-through rate is 3.4. So I'm going to kind of go through a few of these and see based off of what the average is and see if I'm doing how I should be, or if I'm a little behind, or if I'm doing above the level that I should be. So the first one is the total views. According to Google and searching and kind of getting as much information as I can about it, um, it says that this is a very high amount of views for this short period of time. I feel like I should be performing better than that, but according to Google, it says I'm doing very well. It says mostly has to do with being a tech channel. That kind of information, I guess, helps push. More people are searching for tech and future. And then like I said before, I believe a lot of my major growth in that first week happened because I just happened to start my YouTube channel at the same time as the Artemis. So I give a lot of credit to that Artemis program that was actually going on during that time period. So, all right, the next one is stay to watch. It says that it's sitting at 54.9%. And it said that that's a little bit around average, but I need to sit somewhere closer to 60 is what it says I need to try to get to. said that if I can keep working on getting somewhere between 60 to 65%, it makes the algorithm want to push my videos harder. So looks like I'm a little bit behind on the game there, but that's fine. I'm learning from this. I'm trying to learn things and work on it with you guys so that we can grow our channels together. All right, next one is watch time. It said that this is a really high performing area for my channel, especially due to shorts. So I guess I'm doing pretty decent there. I guess it's kind of like the views. It said that I'm doing very good views as well. Subscribers. So it says subscriber rate is 0.23% is what it calculates my subscriber rate. So it said that I'm a little bit behind on that. I should be growing somewhere around 1 to 2%. So I guess I'm further behind than I should be. So 1 to 2% of your total views. And I'm not near that. I'm at 0.23%, like it just said. So that's something else I need to work on. It says to do that, I need to start adding some call to action during my videos. So somewhere midstream of my video or towards the end of the video, I need to actually ask my viewers to subscribe to my channel. I guess that's a good point. If you're watching this, please subscribe to my channel and we can continue to grow our YouTube channels together. All right. Impression and click through rate. Mine is at 3.36. It says that impression, let's see. Oh, so right here, 3.4 is where I'm at. It says benchmark ranges between 2%, 10%. So I am between the 2 and 10%, but it says that the standard industry is 5%. So I am a little bit behind the standard. So I'm on the lower end of that spectrum. So that is something else I need to work on. And it says to work on those and to fix those, I need to work on my titling and my thumbnails. So maybe that's something I look at. I know I've made several different thumbnails, just trying to try them out to see which videos seem to click better, which ones work better. Like I said, I've only got maybe 10 full length videos on this channel. So those are the ones that you can make custom thumbnails for. So I'm thinking that maybe I need to go back and look at the videos that performed better, which one had the highest click through rate, and see what the title looked like, how it was structured. Was it a question? Was it like a problem versus a partial solution, which gave some type of thinking, something that would make someone go, "Ooh, I wonder what's going on here. I want to click on this to find out what's going on." I need to look at the thumbnails on it and see how that looked compared to some of my other thumbnails. Was it brighter? Was it darker? What did the text look like? Was there a lot? Was there a short amount of text? I need to look at those kind of things. Was it, did I have too much on it? Because sometimes it's just, it looks too, too populated. And so someone just looks at it and says, "Oh, it looks like a mess. I can't even tell what's going on there." So that's what I'm going to try to work on this week is look at those impressions and see which video had the highest impressions, and then kind of look and see what maybe was the reason behind that. So I'll work on that this week and see if I can figure out kind of what was going on and then start implementing that into my other videos. All right. So those are some of the things that told me to kind of look at. Oh, returning viewers. Yeah, and it basically says the same thing. My returning viewers is a new metric based on that I've now surpassed 28 days on YouTube. I'm starting to get some of those returning viewers to show up. And it didn't really give me if I'm at a good point or not. It just says that keep watching this number, trying to make sure that it increases. And watching an increase in returning viewers means that you have basically piqued the interest of your viewers, making them want to come back to see if you've brought something else that may pique their interest. Because since it's such a new channel. All right. So, what has been the hardest things with trying to do this and create a YouTube channel and the day to day life? Well, for me, it's coming up with ideas. Ideas of being creative and being able to come up with what is the next big idea, what's the next video topic, and what am I going to cover, the details in it. So, what I've done to help me, and I may have shown some of this before, is I've kind of made me a cheat sheet here that kind of shows each week and what's going on during the month. And so I have each date or each week of the month here, and I'm basically listing out what videos I'm going to be creating, the title of it, what I'm going to be doing that week, and trying to ensure that I have everything done. Now, sometimes I get ahead of myself and go ahead and create another video just because I have an idea. But something that helps me even more is creating this here. This is just an idea list. And because there's nothing like sitting down and just like getting writer's block and just thinking, oh my goodness, what am I supposed to make a video on? And you're sitting in front of the computer and you just feel like you're wasting time. Now you can't be creative because you feel like you're wasting time because you only get so much time in the day anyway, but your regular job and everything else going on. So what I've done here is I've created a spreadsheet that allows me to list out thoughts as they come to me. So if I have an idea for a video, it's something that I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and make for my viewers, I go ahead and just list it out here. If I think I'm going to need to make some type of 3D model or something like that, I'll go ahead and put that here. I'll go ahead and list it if I'm thinking if it needs to be a long video or a short video. So I'm using those techniques just to try to help me with that issue that I have where I'm got that writer's block and I can't think of what the next video is. And then if I really think it's going to be the next video, like these two topics, I didn't feel they were long enough to be their own independent video, but I felt like they had to do a lot with each other. And so I'm looking at, the massive energy cost of AI and then how some of these AI data farms or, they're trying to build nuclear power supply so that they can, power these facilities. And so I was like, okay, well, these two are very similar, but different sides of the coin. So why not make a video that incorporates both of those? So, so now I don't have that writer's block because I have a list of topics that I could start creating. And then as I finish them, I just drag them up here. And so this has helped me a lot because that was a problem is just sitting down in front of the computer when you had a short amount of time and it's after work, you're already tired. So creativity's not flowing as well. I can just list these out anytime if something comes to mind. I may be at work and something comes to mind. I just open this up, type it in there real quick, and get right back to work and not have to worry about anything. All right, last thing I want to cover is this is my VidIQ and some of the achievements I've gained. So if you look over this over the past month, I got my 100 subscribers, 30,000 a month ago. Well, now I broke the 60,000 mark achievement. And this week I went down. Last week I was at the 5%, the top 5%, which meant I was over 10,000 views in a week. Well, this week I went down a little bit and I'm at 8,000 views. So I lost about 2,000 views from what I was averaging last week to this week. But, that's how YouTube is. It's kind of a wave. Sometimes you have great weeks, sometimes you have lower weeks, and some weeks are just average. That's where I'm at. Don't really have much other to cover. If y'all have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. and put it in the comments below. If there's something that you want me to cover in one of these updates here, because I'm going to try to do these once a week so that you guys can really see how I'm growing. You can see what I'm learning from it, what I'm not learning, or if I'm having problems. And, you know, I'm hoping that my learning experiences help you grow your channel quicker because you'll see what I did or what I did wrong, and it'll help you boost your channel by just learning from it. Well, like I said, if you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below. But I would like to know, what do you do as far as, writer's block or creating ideas? Just leave them in the comments. Let me know what your method is, and maybe I'll switch to it if it's even better than what I got. I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next one.